What's up, what's up, what's up? I am Perceptual Plazz. There have been a few changes since you last saw me. First of all, let me just introduce the new name of the show. We are no longer doing Wednesday with the Writer. We are doing Plazz's Panel because it's unique and it's me that's going to be talking to you guys. Writer is just kind of vague to me, and I feel like there's others out there definitely using that title. So that is the first thing that I wanted to bring up. So I'm Perceptual Plazz. Welcome to Plazz's Panel, where I talk about poetry, writing processes, my articles, just kind of everything that has to do with perseverance, perception, and power. Those are the three things that I always try to connect to what I talk about in these videos. And so I have glasses now. That's the next thing that's different. Let me think. Oh yeah, you guys probably have not seen me for about 2.5 weeks now. I know I'm supposed to do these every week, but to be honest, I had like a, I don't know, debate with myself about doing these videos every single week. So I think that I'm going to be doing them every once in a while instead of every single week, just because it's hard to maintain everything on top of what I'm already doing on a daily basis. So I think that's really a good idea for me and for you guys, because you guys want to read my columns, my poetry. I'm doing advertising. My next book, I'm outlining that. So yeah, I'm just trying to maintain everything. And I was drowning a little bit, so I'm back in the flesh, full force. Today we're gonna talk about what publishing my book has taught me, not only in the publishing realm of things, but in life in general. So it's not every day that an author gets on a video and talks to you guys about behind the scenes, what they did to publish their book, or the process about it, or just what it's taught them. So of course I'm here to do that. Of course, every once in a while I go to this board behind me because I have like talking points written down because I'll forget stuff. So if I'm like looking behind me or getting up to go over there, then you know why. So, and sorry for the glare of my glasses, but let's go ahead and get started. So let me go over to my board. So the first talking point I have is show love to the ones that have always been there for you. This is really important to me. That's why it's number one. There are plenty of people, that I could thank at this moment, but you know who you are, and I really want to thank you guys for believing in me and for being there for this entire process. There were tears shed. I was freaking out, and it was a little stressful while being a full-time student athlete and graduating college and starting a full-time job and just being, self-sufficient in the whole process. So for those of you who don't know, I actually published my book as a self-publisher, and I had to find an editor, I had to do the marketing, just everything. So I did have a couple offers or a couple acceptances from traditional publishers, but I just feel like God gave me my story and it's perfect the way it is. So I don't need anyone like tailoring it to how they want it to look or sound, or, not only that, but I just feel like if I wrote the book and I did all the hard work, then I deserve to get my royalties the way that, that I deserve them. So that's another reason why I decided to. It's not always everyone's choice to do that. Some people like to go the traditional route or spend months or years trying to find someone special to publish their book, and my hat goes off to you, but that was not for me. So I said no to those acceptances. So anyway, so yeah, show love to the people who are there for you in your hardest moments. So you need to make sure you pause and just acknowledge them and show them that you appreciate them. So that's my first point. My next one is do your research. Whoa, that is a big one. So, like I said, I am a first time author, so I did as much research as I could. I mean, as far as you can go on Google, you can type in stuff and read stuff all day, but that's not really going to help as far as talking to someone that's actually been in it. And that's another reason why I'm actually making this video, is because there's a lot of people out there that are thinking about publishing a book and have questions. So, they can read stuff about it all day, but sometimes it's communication and face-to-face interaction that helps process things. So, I actually did a lot of networking on social media. So I added a lot of authors, publishing houses, editors, interior designers, everything you can think of that has to do with the book. I have them on my author profiles. And the reason why I did that is because when I have questions or problems, you'd be surprised how many authors actually offer help or answer your questions when you have them. So, definitely my advice to you is go out and add some authors that you think are credible, and definitely join groups like Writers Helping Writers, and just ask to be in groups. Ask authors, hey, what group should I join? I'm a first time author, or I'm a third time author and I just want someone to connect with, so they'll help you out. But do your research as far as set a budget and know how much you're going to spend on editing, interior designing, things like that, and just really make sure you know what you're getting yourself into. And that's something that I wish I would have done a little bit more, because like I said, I was a full-time student athlete, so I come home from track meets and I have to get moving on deadlines for my book, and then I'm still in class trying to graduate and packing to get ready to move on with my life. So you just have to really do your research and know what you're getting into. And that's for anything in life, not just publishing a book. If you're planning on moving or taking a job or starting a new relationship with someone or anything, just do your research before you just go into it. So that's my other thing I learned. Third, oh gosh, this one definitely probably should have been my first, because everybody that knows me personally, this is not me at all, and I'm still working on it. I'm trying. So be patient and flexible. So I'm probably one of the most impatient people most of you guys know. So, and I'm really not as flexible as I'd like to believe that I am, but I'm working on it. And like I said, that's another point that I learned, because sometimes your deadlines are gonna have to move according to your edits that you got back from your editor, or your budget, or submitting for a copyright that could take a month or 2 weeks or however long it takes in their hands. So if you have a deadline for putting that page in your book and you have to wait for it, then that's what I mean by being flexible and just being patient with the whole process. So like I said, that's anything in life. Anything that's worth having, you have to be patient. It's worth waiting. So I have to tell myself this several times in the book publishing process, because I wanted to kind of get done with the process, but at the same time I just had to tell myself, if you want this to be done right and your readers to really enjoy the story, or your work to be protected like it should, then you have to be patient. So that's big in life in general. Like I said, I'm not the most patient person. So, and okay, so number 4, this one's not as positive, but it's true. People will pretend that they were always there. You guys have no idea. As soon as I say that I'm going to publish a book, or I'm writing a book, or even if I don't say it and someone else says it, it's like people who wouldn't even give me the time of the day come up to me and talk to me, or share my stuff on Facebook, or message me on Facebook, and it's like, this is the same girl you guys used to either talk stuff about, or be jealous of, or just not give me the time of the day, and now it's like once I'm doing something successful, you give me the time of the day. So unfortunately, when that happens, just be ready for it, and that's gonna happen in life too. Like I said, this stuff doesn't just apply to me publishing my book. This is just life in general. I mean, anything that you go for that's just really big and successful, like, I don't know, buying a Mercedes, right? Once you drive around with your Mercedes, everybody's gonna notice that you have a Mercedes, and they're gonna talk to you and want to be around you. I don't know why people are like that, but they just are. So just be aware when you're going after something that you really want. Don't be gullible, don't be manipulated, and just remember who was there. Revert back to my first thing I said. Show love to the ones who were there the whole time. So number 5, believe in yourself no matter who does not. So that is really important, because when I first told some people that I was writing a book, or I have a website, or just all the stuff that I do, it's like, well, oh, you can't do that, you're not going to be successful doing that, or you have no idea what you're getting into, or things like that. And it's their intentions always weren't to discourage me, but you could tell whose comments are to discourage you. You have to use common sense when it comes to that. And so, in life too. So, if you have a group of friends and none of them are going to college, and then you're looking at going to college, you're going to hear some of those comments like, oh, you're not going to pass your class, you're not going to make it, or you can't publish a book, and those type of things. But don't listen to them. Believe in yourself. Go after your dreams. You know what you want, and you can't spend your life trying to make everybody happy. You just have to go and do what you want to do. You only have one shot at life, so go publish your book, and at least you did it. It doesn't have to be a New York Times bestseller or anything like that. Just go out and write your book and do what you have to do. Or go to college, even though your friends are telling you you're not going to pass classes. Whatever it is, just definitely go after that, and surround yourself with people that are going to believe in you and that are positive. You don't need that around you. So definitely believe in yourself, even if no one else does. It will pay off. So the next one, I have hustle and hustle harder. Okay, so I know some of you guys are thinking, well, you were an athlete, so that's where you get that from. But no, honestly, like I said, perseverance, perception, and power, those are the 3 things that I always incorporate in these videos and what I do. So perseverance, like I said, my book, I published my book because I'm 24. I've almost died 3 times. And if those encounters have not taught me anything, it's to keep hustling no matter what, because life is never going to stop trying to knock you down. And so that type of mentality needs to be in everything that we do, when something is hard or we face a challenge. So for me, that was publishing my book as well. And I just tried to tell myself, look, if you've survived, all the things you have, or you're the first one in your family to go to college, or whatever it is, I am, by the way, then you can definitely publish this book. There's no way you can't. So it's moments like that and things like that you have to tell yourself. So don't just apply, like I said, don't just apply this stuff to me publishing my book. Just think about it in your life in general. And the last one, I literally just wrote a blog post about this. It'll be published in a couple days, but it never ends. So when you think you've finished one thing, there's always another thing waiting for you, right? So I got my edits back from my editor, and I had to make all the edits. While we were looking over things, we realized, hey, I need to get an interior designer. So now I need to go out and find an interior designer while I'm making edits, right? When that's finished, we need to update my cover to the latest picture I took, or it's just always something. Even in life, it's always something. It never stops. And so one thing that my grandfather always told me is just don't get comfortable, and just don't expect things to be easy. And if there's anything that I've learned from my mom, and just it's never gonna end. So you might as well face your head around that your hard work is never gonna stop. You're gonna have to work hard for everything that you want, and everything's not gonna come easy. So you have to face that in your mind and just hustle and just attack it and go for it. For those of you that are watching this for the first time, let me see. This is my book. Ignore this. This is because it's my proof copy, but Perseverance is My Power. It's on Amazon for $12.99. You can find me on Twitter, Pinterest, Facebook. I'm missing something. I don't know what it is. Instagram, probably. Anyway, so you can find me on basically all the social networks. And my website, perceptionofplazz.com. And leave a comment, share, do your thing, and I will see you guys next time. Like I said, I don't know if I'm doing these weekly, so I'll just post them as I go. If you have any ideas for things or have any questions, then drop a comment. Bye.